I am going to start. Now this is more of a square piece, so we're going to improvise here. I'm going to start with as far back as I can see. So I'm going to start with this blue and these cream colors back here and a little bit of green. Okay, so let's start with that. So let's go to the top and let's grab, I'm going to grab just a regular old, I've been using this brush a lot in like all of my paintings. It's kind of an angle brush, but I'm going to use it like a flat brush. So I'm going to dip it in the paint, tap it off, and I'm going to start with the blue. And I'm going to start just putting the blue on just like I always do. Just kind of a little bit of fun there. Now, you may want to take some, like a little bit of black or something, and you might say, okay, I'm going to give myself a guide. This is where all my trees are going to go. This is my mountains back here. They're going to start going like this. Okay, so it kind of gives me a guide of how far my blue is going to go. So let's go a little bit further. And this would definitely be one of those paintings where I do my scrubbing. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I go down just a little bit in here, because you never know. Maybe I put a lot of trees and I cover all of this blue up. Maybe I don't. So maybe some of the blue is going to show up behind the trees. Okay, so let's have fun with that. And we just want to make sure that we have it all covered up. So I'm going a little bit further than they did with the blue. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of that yellow ochre and that cream. I'm not even cleaning my brush off. Just a little bit like they have. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white. Oh, I forgot to put white on my palette. Let me get that white on here. Just a little bit of white as well. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. Just all right, so we're just kind of rubbing just a little bit. So a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, a little bit of cream. All right, and this is what I'm using my judgment off of right here, what I did up here. Okay, so all the way in the back. I'm not looking at the trees or anything like that. I'm just looking at that blue that's up there. And mine is a little bit darker, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to clean the brush off, and I'm going to start going with the mountains here. I'm gonna kind of give me a guide so that I know how far down I want to go. So I'm going to look at my painting, and I'm going to say, okay, about right here is going to be my horizon. And then we're going to have some trees back here. And then our lake or our stream is going to kind of go this way just a little bit. Okay, so that just gives me an idea of how much I need to put up above with the mountains. So how are we doing so far? Welcome, Christine. Christine, yay! Thanks for coming on, Christine. Thank y'all so much for welcoming Christine. Y'all are so sweet. Christine, you're going to find a lot of love here. And we're super excited that you have decided to join us. So I'm just kind of scrubbing, and I'm using that ivory color. Even though the blue and all of that is not dry, that's okay. And just going to keep on going. This is still just my background color, so I'm not really worried about anything else right now, but just kind of covering up the area with a color. I hope that makes sense. All right. So if you are interested in any of the links, you'll notice that I finally figured out how to make like one link to provide you more than one link. Does that make sense? So the link that you would see in that's pinned, it'll take you to my website. It'll take you to my affiliate link for Blick. And because I get a lot of questions like how do you or where do you buy your shelf sitters? And actually that's where the link goes, is to my shelf sitters.
I'm gonna check and see if we have any questions, Mom.
Okay, thanks. Michael's back.
I'm back. Christina Merton said, hi, I am a new tribe sister from Missouri. Hey,
Yeah.
Kristen.
We just finished talking to her.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, we're excited.
I'm excited about this picture. This is one I'm taking to the office. This could be your Christmas present to me.
Okay.
That
And the truck?
And a new truck.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it went up about $190.
A month?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I lower them both to $500 deductible.
So mine's still $190 a month too?
I think so.
Because it was $205. That's crazy. We were doing insurance stuff on the vehicles. So
Carolyn's busy. She's gotten 3 more orders for Christmas wreaths. Got to run to Hobby Lobby again. Yes.
whoa. Carolyn, that is so awesome. I'm so excited for you.
And Connie, yes, of course, I will continue to pray for her. And yes, go handle your business, Connie. We will think of you and we will remember you in prayer. Beth says that link is awesome.
Isn't it awesome? I'm so excited I figured out how to do that. It wasn't hard to figure out. I just had to find a way to make it work, you know? And take a minute to say, how can I make this work? Okay, so I'm really just playing around right now because this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a 3-day project. So we're not even close to thinking about coming to a final painting, which means that it's not anywhere close to even looking like mountains, you know? So
Mama, what happens if they don't join the tribe? Then after this 3 days, that's it. They don't get access to this anymore.
That's exactly right.
Dun,
This
dun,
is
dun, dun.
This is the last painting that we're going to be doing to the public. Now, I still come on every once in a while, maybe like once a month, but it's all about the tribe after this. We have an opening ceremony Monday. I teach them all, you know, like where everything is. And then, yeah, we start.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, Denise. We start giving all of our love to our tribe. So, yeah.
Kristen is so excited to be a part of this.
Kristen, we are so excited to have you. So let me talk to you about what I'm doing here so y'all are not like, she doesn't explain anything.
We need a heater.
Okay.
Sorry.
Huh?
I don't know. I was using that same voice to say I'm cold and we need a heater.
Are you cold?
Kinda.
I turned it off because it makes a lot of noise.
It's because I'm so in shape. I don't have any fat on me.
Okay. So, here's what I'm doing right now. I want you to look one more time. I wish you could see both at the same time. Maybe you can if I do this. Here's the look one more time. Okay. I'm trying to wait for the camera to catch up with me. Well, you can kind of see it. All right, so I'm trying to make, do y'all see these different, like these dark shadows? That's going to make it look like there's different, what do you call that? Different ridges of the mountain. Is that right?
Yes.
Isn't that look like different ridges?
It is different ridges. In the land navigation world, that's called draws. And on either side of the draw are spurs.
So we want it to look like there's different draws or ridges on the mountainside. So in order to do that, you have to put like these darker layers in here. And then in between that, you have to come with the lighter layers. So you see how they did that? So that's what I'm working on. But that's not something that you can do in just like one step. That's something that you do in like 4 or 5 layers. Okay, so that's what I want to teach y'all today is this is not a, you know, that's why I chose this painting. Because yeah, I wanted y'all to see I don't just do little bitty teeny paintings in the tribe. This is an example, and this one I'm taking down because this is an example more of what we really do in the tribe. We really dive deep into some paintings, and you know, we do a variety, and you have a choice of choosing what level painting you want to paint. But I just want you to know that there are options in there for you to do more difficult paintings. But there's enough options in there to where you don't even have to tackle the more difficult paintings if you don't want to.
That's way cold for us Westerners too.
What?
It's supposed to be in the 20s in Alabama and Mississippi this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Michael, that's what you're there for. Help me out.
Ginger, they can't see what you're doing.
Help me out, brother.
Move it up or down.
Help me out, baby. Okay, now I'm adding a little bit more green on my brush.
By the way, we're not going to Hobby Lobby today.
No, we are not. Were we supposed to?
Remember how I kind of said I bet it would be awesome to go? Everybody's saying it's a madhouse.
Yes, I am not even touching the stores.
Jen, someone asked, when will the tribe open again? And I put March, April, maybe June.
At least 4 months.
Okay.
What is this? December, January, February, March. Yeah, at least April before it opens again.
I didn't want to give her any wrong information.
Right. Okay, so I'm just adding. See, this is a process. You have to just trust the process and go with.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. So do y'all see how I'm adding all of those just a little bit at a time? Now let me show you again what I'm looking at. Okay.
Denise pumping us.
So look behind the trees. I'm not worried about the trees. Look behind there. I'm creating these little ridges back here. Okay, and so if you notice when you look at it, it's got some white, it's got some cream, it's got a little bit of gray, a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, you know, so I'm just kind of, you can see it pretty good. I'm just trying to do that. I love this artist's style. So I'm trying to recreate what he did, but you know, my painting's not going to look anything like his.
It's going to look better.
No, let's not say that. His paintings are on calendars in Barnes and Nobles. Mine are not.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's got good publicity.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to clean it off some. Okay. Got some yellow ochre that Jen likes so much. Yay, Tina! I'm a new tribe member. Hey, Tammy! Welcome,
Tammy!
new tribe member!
Woo-woo!
It will look better. Oh, Beth, you're so sweet. Okay, so I cleaned my brush off, and I'm grabbing some of that cream color. And I want you to notice this. You notice how, like, this line is pretty stark. It's pretty definite, some of these lines right here. So in order to get those lines, I'm gonna have to come back
Let me go check. Okay.
on top and just kind of, y'all, sorry about the dogs. Welcome to our life. That means that somebody's here, I guess. Not that I didn't order like a ton of stuff through Amazon and QVC and, you know. So I'm sure the FedEx people will know us pretty good in the next few weeks. We had a FedEx lady, an old lady. I say old, she's a little bit older than me. Drive up here. We were in bed already, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, poor thing, she's still working. So anyway. All right, let me just dab away here. I have no idea what's going on, but Michael went take care of it. Goodness. Okay. Let's do it a little bit right here too. Okay. Let's kind of soften that up just a little. All right, I'm not going to worry that much about all of this because remember, I've got trees all right here. So a lot of that's going to be covered up, but I'm going to start working in this area here. And I'm going to use a little bit more green, but I'm going to wet my brush again because it needs a little bit more movement in it. So I'm going to wet my brush, and this is what I have going on. I have this green seems to be very, very vibrant, like almost like a neon. So I might have to calm it down just a tad bit. Maybe a little bit of brown. Okay. And so I'm going to come here and add. I'm just going to start scrubbing. I'm going to add some of that green right here. Okay. That's okay. Who said they signed up for the chapel? Tammy, that's okay. It's going to be available for a while, probably till like January. And then I'm actually going to archive it, and I'm going to put it on my website so you will have access to it in there as well. Okay. All right, so right here we're going a little bit darker with a little bit of a darker green. And I'm just scrubbing a little bit, just trying to cover up everything. All right. And I'm looking. All of this, most of this is going to be a lot more green later, so I'm not really worried about that. But this is what I'm looking at. If you can see again what I'm working with. Okay. So I'm focusing on what is the main color that I want in the background. What is the main color that I want in the background? And when I show it in the camera, it's a little bit different colors than what I'm looking at. The painting that I'm looking at has a lot more yellow in it than when I see it in the camera. Okay? So I like this light green right here, but I want you to notice that behind all of that light green, there's a darker green, and there's actually a little bit of a navy blue back there as well. Okay, so in order to get that in there, we're going to first start with the darker green, and then later on we're going to add layers on top of that with this lighter green. All right, so let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of a kind of like a spot where I'm going to do this. This is going to be kind of like this and like this. Okay. And then the water line, we said the water line was going to come right about here and right about a little bit up right about there. So I'm going to start with a dark green. So I'm mixing black. I'm mixing black and green. And I'm going to grab just a tiny bit of that lime just to see what it does. Okay, it makes the green a little bit more of an olive green. So that's really pretty actually. And I'm going to just start tapping with it. Look, I'm still using the same brush, y'all. I can almost paint a whole painting with one brush, except when we get to the details. I need to do details in different colors. So we're just going to come right here. And this is not going to be the green that you're going to see mostly when we're done, because most of the green you're going to see is going to be that that lime green on top, like the bushes. But we're just going to start here. Is everything okay, boo? Yeah. Somebody said the other day, I was in the middle of a live like this, and Michael comes running through the house, and I hear him coming, and there's like screaming upstairs and everything. Well, he killed a deer, because we live in the mountains, if you didn't know. He was sitting at the dining room table, and there was a big buck that came through the yard, and it's hunting season right now. So, in the middle of my live, he comes running. He's like, I got him. I got him. And everybody on the live was like, go help him. Go help him. So I ended up having to, we were live in the tribe. What were we painting, y'all? Help me remember what we were painting. And they were like, he needs help. Go help him. He's got a big buck that he... So anyway, there's never a dull moment in our household. Just want to let you know. See, I don't know what that noise was either. We have 3 dogs and a cat. We live in the mountains.
Hey, sure.
It's always snowing here. And
It's
there's
windy.
always a lot of stuff going on. So in between all of that, I try to go live, and you know, you catch what you catch, and that's just the way it is. So
That was the UPS
I figured that.
person.
What'd they bring to us this time? Did I get my vacuum cleaner?
No. Merry Christmas, though. On that
Yeah,
vacuum
I had to
cleaner.
buy me a new vacuum cleaner, y'all. That's what my Christmas is.
Oh, it is not.
My vacuum cleaner broke the other day, so the floors are extremely dirty.
It was the gate.
But oh, the dog gate. Did you put it up?
Not yet.
Okay, awesome.
Hey, Sugar, you walking on my
So,
keyboard again?
I'm telling them about all of our adventures that we have here in the house while I'm going live. We're killing deer.
Yep, that's right.
We're doing all kind of crazy stuff. Okay, so down here, let's look at the picture again so you can see where we are. So I'm wanting to put a nice back layer on the stream. Okay, and
What size canvas are you using, by the way?
11 by 14. I should have probably used a 12 by 12 because this is kind of square, but I went ahead with an 11 by 14. Okay, so you can see that a lot of the stream is basically like still water with a reflection of the trees. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. I might want to do a little bit more like weight, you know, the water moving. But what would you put as your back layer here? What do you think is the most prominent color that you see back there? If we had to put a back layer, what color would you put it?
Are you asking me or them?
Them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I just want them. Better. I want them to interact with us. Yeah, it's probably better to ask them. So, what would you put? There's actually no right answer, y'all. Just want to let you know.
Is there a wrong answer?
Dark blue. Okay. I told my husband that he was giving me a Hobby Lobby gift card for Christmas.
There's no
with a
wrong
very
answer.
generous amount.
There's no wrong answer.
There's no... What did I say?
There's no right answer.
Well, there's no wrong answer or right answer.
Oh. Pink!
Pale pink. Oh, that sounds pretty.
Oh, I actually said pink, and then someone put pale pink, or I said it
Blue.
right.
You could do a blue. If you want more blue in your water, you could do a blue. If I were to follow this photo, what would you do? Dark green, dark to what? Dark to show light. Yes.
True, yeah.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind. Blue green, looks green, but guess it is the reflection. Yes, exactly. But still, that's fine. It's a painting. So we have to go with what is on the painting, not what we think should be there. So what would you do? I personally would do a dark green. Okay, and I can come back over with these lighter colors. So I'm going to go with some more dark green, but I'm not going to do quite as blotchy. Is that a word? Blotchy?
Blotchy is a word.
Blotchy might be a word. I'm going to make it a little smoother than what I did for the bushes. I do not want as much, like I'm not going to dab. I'm going to kind of make it a little smoother. And I'm almost a watercolory substance, which is probably too much water. So I'm going to dip in the green just a little bit more. I'm going to go up to the sides. Yeah, that's kind of watery. You can see how wet it is. I probably put too much water on it. So you can always take a rag. If you have too much water, you can always take a rag and just kind of wipe it off. And then go back into the green. And just add some more.
Sugar was giving me kisses.
Oh, how sweet is that?
Yeah, but then she jumped down and come back and give me more kisses. She wanted me to give her food.
Yeah, I figured that was happening.
It's
Okay.
Like cat.
So in this area here, I'm going to start with my browns. Because I'm going to show you again what we're doing. And again, we're on the first layer. Okay, so you see how much brown and gold is down here? Even though it's water, it is water. You can see the little blue in it. But basically, it's like a really, really impressionistic view of through the water is like the rocks and stuff. So I'm guessing y'all can see that, huh? Hey, Miss Ruth, how are you? So I'm just going to come back with some brown. I'm going to start, I always start with a darker color. Let's do a little bit of gold mixed in there. Scrubby, scrubby, scrubby. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so now you can pretty much get an idea of like all of the different layers that we're going to have going on here. The biggest thing is I really want this to look like water is flowing through here. You know? I need more paint on my brush. Keep on going back in.
Ruth says, good. How are you guys? Ruth, we're doing wonderful.
We are doing great, Miss Ruth.
That doesn't mean we're not having our struggles
Right.
in daily life.
Right.
But what is important? Those things are doing wonderful.
Y'all, I have to share something with y'all. I used to exercise all the time.
Are you crying?
No, I'm having my little
Moment?
cough attack again.
Oh.
And I'm not even drinking water. I'm just having a cough attack. And I've really gotten away from that since we moved here because it's so cold here. And we do exercise when we go skiing, which is almost the time to go skiing. Actually, it is the time to go skiing.
Thank you.
But, so this morning I got up and Michael had to go and, clean the driveway because it's kind of like icy out there. It hasn't been snowing, but the snow is turning to, like, it's melting and then refreezing on the driveway, and it's doing that like every day. Right. It's melting, it's refreezing, it's melting, it's refreezing. So now it's like this big sheet of ice on the driveway, and it's a gravel driveway, so it's getting hard to get up and down the driveway because we live up the side of a mountain. And so he had to go out there and like take the tractor with the, what do you call that thing?
Box blade with teeth.
Box blade with teeth. There you go. Now I'm just making a tree, y'all, if y'all were wondering. Y'all see my tree? I'm using the same brush. Still didn't change brushes. And I'm dabbing with a dark, dark green. And I'm making a tree. And I'm making the limbs kind of go up like this. So anyway, he was out there working with the box blade and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I need to go to work. I need to go downstairs to work. But before I go, I'm going walk the driveway. So I put on my crampons, you know, those little, the things with the teeth so that you don't slip and fall and break your neck. So I put on my crampons and I put on my boots and I went for a walk for an hour outside. And it was so nice. I had to put on, you know, my big boots and my big hat and my gloves. But I felt so much better when I came back inside, and I'm so glad I did that. So we might go for another walk this evening.
Are you doing a flat brush to do that tree?
It is working just like a flat brush, but it's an angle brush. And you see how it's kind of like flared at the end? Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it was a very nice, relaxing morning to do that.
Hey, baby. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to do another tree right here. We're just doing the first layer of the tree.
Stella, get out of there. Sorry, Mom.
He's not talking to us, y'all.
Stella's trying to get the cat food.
Go close that door.
All right.
Please. Please close that door. Yak track. Is that what y'all call them, Carrie? Yes, right. The life of living in snow country. I have been a recluse. I've been like, I'm not going out there. I'm staying inside. But when it comes to ski season, Michael like forces me. He's like, come on, get dressed. Let's go. And I'm like, all right. And then once I get out there, it's like so beautiful and so nice. You just got to make sure you wear the right amount of clothes, you know? So, yeah.
Right on.
I'm used to staying inside and hunkering down, you know, because if you had 30-degree weather in Louisiana, the whole state is shut down and you're not allowed to leave your house or you're told not to leave your house, you know? So coming here, when we first moved here, we were like, we can't go anywhere. It's snowing. But, oh no, that's not an issue here. Everybody is just like, come on, let's go eat dinner. I'm like, it's snowing. Who cares if it's snowing? So it has been a very fun experience.
What's funny, I can be driving up or down the mountain and I'll hit some icy spots and I'll start sliding. And so it's just like, okay, let me just control my slide as I slide around the bend. But in Louisiana, on flat surface, 4 feet below sea level, you hit ice and you start to slide and you're like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
It is so different, but we love it. We love it. Okay, so
Thanks, Carrie.
Yes, I like that. Yak
And
tracks.
Vicky, I love me some gators. That's some good stuff.
What y'all talking about? What?
Gators you put around your feet at the bottom.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Around your ankles.
All right, so how long have I been on? 47 minutes, right? Okay, let's do one other little area, and then we're going to call it for today, and we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to work on it some more.
Well, I need to tell them some stuff.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
So, guys, listen, this is an opportunity for you to enjoy us every single time we go live, which we used to say it was 4 times a month, but we calculated, and it's from 8 to 12 times a month. You're not going to get that anywhere else. And if this is something that you think you'd enjoy doing, but it's something that you think would bless you and your family, that's what we're going after. We're going after hoping that it would be a blessing for you and your family, because we like to talk about God. We like to be bold in our witness for Christ. And we like to show love to one another. So if you're a person who could benefit from that, think about joining us. If you're not, then give me your name so I can pray for you, right? So regardless, this is a great opportunity. $30 a month, and you get to be a member, and you have over 60 painting tutorials at your fingertips for life, as long as you're a member. If you decide to join for 6 months, it's going to cost you $180. And if you won't, you pay $15 shipping, and you get a free box of art and surprises worth over $40. And if you just want to be bold and join for a year, it's $330. Yep. If you did the math, that's 1 month free, plus you pay $15 for the shipping, and you get this $40 box of art supplies for free. We're just paying for the shipping. So it's an opportunity to express your love for one another, for your fellow human being, for Jesus Christ, and to bless yourself. That's what we're after. We're real. We don't put on any fake habdoos about what we look like or what we have. We just want to share love and be involved in it. And hopefully, the way I feel, that I will hear those words one day, that I have done good, I have done well, my faithful servant. So anyway, we love you and we praise you. I mean, we pray that you will have a wonderful weekend, and that you would show up for the next 2 days so you can finish this painting. This is going to be the one that you want to show everyone. I'm telling you, this is it. This is going to be beautiful.
I am so enjoying doing these trees. I love to paint trees.
Hey, Sandy.
It's one of my favorite things to paint, because hey, Sandy.
Gave us 50 stars.
That's so sweet.
What did they do?
Because I never know how my trees are going to come out. They just keep on getting better and better, and I just love everything about trees. I love trees in general. Like, if I am going to put a photo in my house of a landscape, it's going to have these Christmas trees in it somewhere, because what do you call these, evergreen trees? I love evergreen trees. Love them. So, anyway, this is what we're starting with. Let me turn the camera around real quick. All right, guys.
All right. Hey, we love you, and God bless you. And listen, I want to continue to pray real quick. Ginger, you ready? Real quick. Father God, we ask that you continually look at Connie and her daughter and help her daughter through this time, but also give Connie strength to deal with the stressors that are going on in her life. And like I said yesterday, God, your word says that endurance builds character. Lord, we love you, we praise you, and we thank you for the blessings of life. Amen.
Amen. Bye, guys. Y'all have a good day.
Later.
Later.